How's it going, ladies and gents? This is Renegade Evo X here, and I'm going to be presenting the Production Car Championship Season 2. Hosted by Joshua Trucker, the presenter who put together this presentation is Welcome to Costco, I love you. And we're going to see, we got about 40 cars, over 40 cars in this contest, so this is going to be a little lengthy, but I'll try to get through as quick as possible, get straight to the point, but there's a lot of good content here, so we'll see what we're working with, alright? Alright, so first of all, as far as the scoring goes, the cars are going to be scored first under miles per gallon. Second is going to be their engine type with their drivetrain layout. We're going to be looking at their 0 to 60 time, their top speed, their weight, the market scores, which three categories that they rank the highest for each category of the vehicle, and the cost and automation prices. All right, let's see what we're working with. So the first one here we have is the Sojourner 1 by Anubis Tubis. This car's pretty impressive. It looks like a sleek sports car. Gets 44 mpg. Has a 273 horsepower inline 6 with a rear engine, rear wheel drive setup. 4.9 with the 0 to 60. That's pretty impressive here. With the 178 mile an hour top speed. Looking at the weight, 3,207 pounds is about average for a sports car. We got three market scores here, and the price is $37,200. That's a good price for a sports car with that miles per gallon. I mean, that's better than a Corolla here, and has a really good sleek look to it. Second up, we have the SME Verdun Estate Diesel 2.0 that gets 61.4 miles per gallon. That's pretty impressive even for a diesel. Me being that I'm in the United States, we really don't have a lot of diesel cars here, and even the ones that we have don't get that good of miles per gallon, so that's pretty impressive. About 200 horsepower inline 6 front engine rear wheel drive, 5.5 seconds to 60 with 174 mile an hour top speed. It's pretty light at 2,709 pounds. That's pretty light for a wagon. And got three market scores of 89.8, 88.5, and 85.3, and the cost is going to be $37,200, which is a pretty good price. About an average price for about a premium vehicle. This looks like that's about it. I'm pretty much digging the looks of this vehicle. It looks pretty good. We got the Rencher Ballad SE6. This is going to be by Jakeman 302. 25 mpg, 411 horsepower inline 5. Front engine all-wheel drive, 5.6 seconds, 60 with 176 mile an hour top speed. Got 4,487. This is a bit heavy. It's a bit chunky on the weight there. 49,900 is the price here. I'm getting some Dodge Charger vibes to it, or Dodge Magnum vibes to it, rather. Looks pretty good, though. Looks like a good family sedan. Looks comfortable. Let's see what else we got. The Spider BT2 by Original S7. 26.8 mpg with the 418 horsepower V8 front setup. 5 seconds to 60 here. We got 185 mile an hour top speed. 3514 as the weight, which is pretty. That's a little bit more on the chunky side for a sports car, but it's okay. Looks like what carries that is its market score is 132.1, 129.1, and 118.6. And it comes in at 49,000 even. Looks pretty. Looks like the intake is sticking out of the hood a little bit, but that's okay. I mean, the styling makes up for it. It's a good looking vehicle here. And the Watitri U6 by Swanee 1470, 16.9 mpg, 200 horsepower V6 with a front rear setup, 6.4 to 60, 142 mile an hour top speed, weighing in at 2964. We got 76.6, 60, and 58.7 with the markets, and 27,400 for its price here. Has a little futuristic vibe to it. I don't see a lot of breathing as far as grills in the front, but the overall style of the vehicle looks like a futuristic Australian ute to it. I'm digging the style, especially digging that color as well. Let's see what's up next. We got the Slingshot 635 Sport by Alco Spike. Got 40.8 mpg, which is fairly impressive for a car, a small car of its size, and with that much power, 426 horsepower. That's a lot of power with that miles per gallon. That's pretty impressive here. Front all setup, we got 3.3 seconds to 60. 208 mile an hour top speed. 2006-19 was with the weight. Our market scores are 137.1, 130.9, 125.7, and its price is at 43,400. I'm digging the style on this one. There's a lot of originality in it. It's a little bit on the extra side as far as the grills, but the overall styling makes up for it. Good choice of color. The wheels, how they match the body style, that the body color, I'm digging that as well. Let's see what's up next. The Miaggio MX4 by Mazzinault, 32 mpg with a 416 horsepower inline six, front rear, 4.4 seconds to 60, 202 miles an hour. Our weight's coming in at 2,570. Our market scores are 104.2, 96.5, 87.2, and its cost is going to be 44,100. All right, we got the Venari Schumann Venari Schumann Makazi. I can't say that, you know what I'm at. The VS RV8. We got 10.2 mpg, 427 horsepower V8, front engine all-wheel drive, 4.7 seconds to 60, 191 mile an hour top speed, and 4,382 as far as the weight goes. Our market scores are pretty high here with 150.4, 139.9, and 136.8, and it's costing us about 48,400. I'm digging the style. It has a little more luxury taste to it. I'm digging the cream color to it. The miles per gallon could be better. It could be tuned a little bit better to get better gas mileage with that power, but it's okay though. The styling makes up for it. All right, the Mallard GTS by Captain Cracker Avies. We got 16.9 mpg with a 410 horsepower V8 front rear setup, 4.6 seconds to 60, 191 is the top speed. 4,484 with the weight. Our market scores are 129.9, 114.5, and 110.2, and it's costing us about 45,200. And this one's pretty impressive as well. I'm digging all these cars, to be honest. I like what I'm seeing so far. I like this one as well. The front end, I'm getting like a little bit of like Dodge or like Ford vibes to it, while the rear of it, I'm kind of giving like a older Camry Solara, and you just mix the two and it comes out with this. But it doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good actually. All right, we got the Yi Xingying 1.62 by Guffaluf. We got 26.3 mpg, 219 horsepower inline four. Front all setup, 5 seconds to 60, 167 to top speed, and 35.23 as far as the weight goes. And our market score is 122.8, 106.1, and 102.9. And it's going to cost us about 48,200. A bit on the high side for our hot hatch. I am digging the style. I'm getting a lot of Euro vibes to it. It looks like it's sitting on a Hyundai body as well, but it looks good. I'm pretty impressed by it. The Voltari Firenze by, did I say that right? If I mispronounce some of these cars, please forgive me. By Vero 94773, we got 31.9 on the miles per gallon, 465 horsepower V8 with the front rear setup, 5.5 seconds to 60. 183 is our top speed, and 3,191. That's a pretty decent weight for a sports car. 87.5, 76.2, and 73.8 for the markets here, and it's costing about 49,000 even. I'm especially digging this vehicle. Looks like some time went into this one as well. Digging the wheels. I'm digging the whole front fascia. It looks good. This one looks good as well. All right, we got the American Dream Goliath by Welcome to Costco, and got 16.9 mpg with a 420 horsepower V8 mid-engine rear setup. 3.6 to 60, 185 is our top speed, 3,087 with our weight. We got 130.9, 120.6, and 114.4 our market scores, and 41,200 is what's going to cost us. That's pretty impressive for a sports car of its looks. It looks like it could be about 3 times what the price is minimum. I'm especially digging this vehicle. This is the first one I've seen in this contest with this body style, and I'm impressed with the mid-engine rear setup. Looks good, man. All right, the Empire Trident M19 Cambridge by Young Doofman. We got a little convertible hatch here. 25.6 miles per gallon with a 410 horsepower inline six. Front rear 4.6 seconds to 60, 186 for our top speed, 30.75 with our weight, 106.7, 103.3, and 98. Excuse me, 89.7 with our market scores, and 39,400 is what's going to cost us here. I'm digging this one as well. I'm seeing, yeah, the front end looks pretty good. I'm just looking at it and I'm impressed. It looks like a kind of like a spin-off of a Miata a little bit. I'm digging this. It looks like it can cut some canyons pretty well here. It looks like a quick little sports car. It looks fun to toss around. All right, all right. The Vantage P3 by Nakawiti. Did I say that right? I'm sorry. 30.1 MPG, 346 horsepower V8 front all setup, 5.3 to 60, 179 with our top speed, and 3683 is our weight, 108.4, 103.5, and 97.3 with our markets. And it's going to cost us about 48,900. This one kind of reminds me of a police interceptor. That's kind of the first vibe I got when I first saw it. I'm definitely liking it. It looks like it has some like a BMW mixed with a little bit of Jaguar in the front. I'm totally digging it. I like it. All right, the HT Orthros LD by LHGT. Another hot hatch in our contest here. We got 52.2 MPG with the 346 horsepower inline six. That's some good tuning right there. If you can get that much power with that high of miles per gallon, that's some good tuning. For an all setup, 4.4 to 60, 183 top speed, 3032 with our weight, 108.9, 101.8, and 100.3 with our markets, and 49,700 is what's going to cost us here. Especially liking this one as well. It looks like another one that's using the BMW hatch body, if they have one, but how automation is. I'm especially digging the headlights on here. Looks like a good amount of time went into this vehicle as well. Totally digging it. I drive it. All right, the Typhon Wraith 400S. We got another supercar in our contest here. 31.2 with the miles per gallon. 408 with our horsepower in a V8 mid-engine all-wheel drive setup. 33.6 seconds to 60. 176 is our top speed. 3278 as far as our weight goes. 166.8, 165, and 160.1 tells me this is going to be a really popular car as far as the markets goes. And 49,800. And like I said with the other one, this is going to be one of our supercars that looks like it costs more than what it actually is. It looks pretty fast. I would say bumping up the power a little bit, but other than that, I'm totally digging it. Especially, it looks like there's a little bit of gold as far as the wheel up goes. That's a good touch. I like that. All right, the Trojan. We got 18.8 MPG, 389 horsepower V8 front rear. 6.2 to 60, 186 is our top speed. Looks like a 43.23 with our weight. 107.5, 101.4, 98.5 is going to be our market scores here, and 48,700 is what's going to cost us. And I'm getting a lot of Dodge Charger vibes with this one. I kind of like it, that muscle sedan look. I'm especially digging the front end. Looks like he lined up the that top grill, that little vent with the hood lines and whatnot. And looks like he's using a Volvo bumper as well. And overall, it goes together well. I would say lower it just a tad, the suspension wise, and you got yourself a little drag monster right there, or a good everyday driver. I like it. Good job. All right, the RPM Legion 2.7T, 23.1 miles per gallon, 405 horsepower, inline 5. Front engine all set up, 3.8 seconds to 60, 178 with our top speed, 3,559. It's a bit chunky. 141.6, 121.5, and 121.1 is our markets, and it's going to cost us about 49,100. I'm not exactly going to judge this car because it is mine. This is something I threw in the contest. I did put a lot of time into this vehicle. I am kind of proud of it. There's some things I wish I would have done better, especially as now I've created probably about 10 or 12 cars since I've created this one. So, while I'm happy with it, I wish there were some other cars I wish I would have replaced it with. But you know, other than that, I'm kind of digging it. This is something I kind of visualize that I would drive. Anyway, the Winga Dinga Buster V10 Sport Concept, 26.6 MPG, 387 horsepower V10. Front all setup, 4.2 seconds to 60, 167 top speed, 3853. As far as our weight goes, 170.6, 143, and 141.8 for our markets. It's going to cost us about 46,800. I'm especially digging this. I'm I'm digging this body. This body is really so. This particular body is kind of hard to make something while not making it look like a Ford Focus, which is what this body is based off of. Um, and for some reason, the body compared to an actual Focus and the one in this game, it seems a little bit more bloated, like it got stung by a bee and just went boom, boom. Um, But as far as that's just the body itself, not knocking this car. This car actually looks pretty good. I'm digging the front end. The lines could be matched up a little bit more, but overall he did a good job on it. The XSI by Halicon, 18.9 miles per gallon, 420 horsepower. A Boxer 4 looks like we got H4 here. Front all setup, 5.2 seconds to 60, 191 as our top speed, 3,222 for our weight, 121.1, 109.1, and 105.8 for our markets. 46,500 is what's going to cost us, and I'm digging the Subaru-esque drivetrain here, the Boxer H4 with the all-wheel drive. I'm a big Subaru fan. Never had one, but I digress. But I've always appreciated their all-wheel drive systems and their motor setups, and I mean they could be better, but I digress. But especially put in this car, it looks like another Canyon Cutter that's in our contest. Looks like it handles really well, and I'm digging the looks as well. All right, the TMR Halberdier RP11 i5T, the i5T. Okay, there we go. 26.7 miles per gallon, 389 horsepower, inline 5, front all setup. 3.8 to 60, 186 top speed, 35.71 for our weight, 158.5, 155.7, and 149.9 for our markets. Now it's going to cost us about 47,400. I'm especially digging this one. I'm getting those. Looks like a good pony car, I would say. Especially digging the front end. The use of I'm a sucker for the glow sticks. Anyone who knows my designs sees I use the glow sticks all the time. So seeing them in this car and seeing them used in that fashion, I definitely dig that. I'm looking at the vents and looks like the scoops on the hood and whatnot, and on the fenders. Looks like on the doors as well. I'm appreciating this design. It looks pretty decent. I'd drive it, to be honest. Strogan Gander, 35.1 miles per gallon, 154 inline 5. Front all setup, 9.8 seconds to 60, 141 top speed, 39.28 for our weight, 87.4, 86.1, and 86 for our markets. Costs us about 30,600. This one is not all that fast, but its looks make up for it. It looks like a good commuter car. Excuse me, sorry about that. It looks like a good commuter car. I'm digging the BMW body. It could be the wheels. I'm not really digging the wheels. It looks a little too base modelish. But the fact that he fitted the interior makes up for it, and I'm admiring this car as well. It looks pretty good. It looks solid. All right, the MKW Radar V8 SS, 15.7 miles per gallon, 421 horsepower V8 front rear setup, 4.8 to 60, 168 top speed, 39.02 for our weight, 114.7. 99.9 and 84.2 for our markets, and 35,700. That's a good price for, I'm getting a lot of Holden Commodore vibes. I'm a sucker for Australian vehicles as well, and this is a good replica of one. Digging the hood scoops on it. It looks really like a really muscular vehicle. I like the stance. This is one of the ones I never really pulled off for some reason, but looking at this one, it looks damn good. The Joker GT Max, 44.6 miles per gallon and 206 horsepower inline 4, mid-rear setup, 4 seconds to 60, 149 top speed, 2,011 pounds. This thing is light. Looks like we got another Canyon Cutter here, especially with the 164.5, 156, and 153 for our markets. Tells me that this will be a really popular vehicle as far as the markets go, if it were an actual car. 39,700. Is going to be our price, and like I said, it looks like we got another Canyon Cutter. It looks like a fun car to drive. Just carve around, Highway 1 and just cruising around. Hopefully CHP doesn't bust you, but it's fun. I've done it a few times. Phenom 4 GX by Xtrodius, the 20.2 miles per gallon, 413 horsepower V10 front setup, 5.1 to 60, 186 for our top speed. 37.82 for our weight, 121.3, 108.1, and 94.7 for our markets, and 49,400 is what's going to cost us. This car, I'm digging this one. Um, I'm digging the color first of all. Secondly, I see some like a little Aston Martin touch to the front of it. I'm especially appreciating that. It looks like a fun vehicle to drive as well. The Bullet UK Razor TL 2.3. We got 37.4 miles per gallon with 323 horsepower inline four front setup. 4.6 seconds to 60 and 186 for our top speed. 2677 is our weight. 131.7, 125, and 118 is our market scores, and 36,000 is our price. And let me tell you about this one here. This one really stood out for me for several reasons. Because first of all, I'm just going to point this out. It's really challenging, whether you're a novice or an expert at this game. It can be really challenging to pull off a good design, and it looks like Exige B58 here did it. Looking at how the grill, the headlights especially, the whole front end just flows together. Looking at the lines on the hood here, everything, it just meshes perfectly. I'm getting a lot of Euro vibes to it as well. Looking like the steering wheel's on the right side, so looking like this is going to be a European vehicle. You can tell a lot of time went into this car, and this is probably one of my favorites in this contest. Just for how it looks, looking at the picture right now. I'm really appreciating this one. You did a good job, dude. All right, we got the Gorgon. I'm getting little small soldiers with that name. 25.9 with the MPG, 367 horsepower, inline six, mid rear. 3.96 and 60, 179 for our top speed. 2789 as far as our weight goes, 123, 114, and 110.8 for our markets, and 50,000 even is what's going to cost us. And this one looks pretty impressive as well. I'm digging this one. It looks a little busy with the vents, but that's okay. You know, to each their own. Everyone has their own creative touch. See, I'm never going to say a car is ugly because they're not ugly. Everyone just has their own style. This one, you could tell, he just has his own style to it. He got the lines flowing right. I'm loving the color. The wheels I would change, but other than that, it looks like a really fast vehicle, and looks like, yeah, it would another one that'll be Carbon to Canyons as well. The Pain in the Butt 3000 by SK, 30.2 miles per gallon, 418 horsepower H6, front all setup, 3.5 seconds to 60, 158 for top speed, 3,303 pounds. Sorry, I gotta slow down a little bit. 125.6, 124.1, and 121.3 for our markets. And it's going to cost us about 49,300. I'm especially liking this one as well. I'm digging the front end here. I'm digging the headlights especially. That's a good touch on the headlights, especially the color combo. You know, with the black trim, with the yellow, and how everything just blends together with those wheels. I kind of dig this car. This is something I would buy. To be honest, I would buy it. You did a good job, dude. The Lotus Turbo, 40.8 miles per gallon, 286 horsepower, inline six, mid rear setup, 3.9 to 60, 168 top speed, 2651 is our weight, 162.6, 154.8, 152.8 is our market score. So it's only going to cost us about 43,000 even here. This one's an interesting vehicle as well. Looks like it's using the Bugatti body. It looks like it's crying though. Probably from all the cars that it left in the dust. You know, this thing looks pretty quick. I would definitely drive this one as well. The LME 4, 33.2 miles per gallon, 406 horsepower V8 front all setup, 3.5 seconds to 60, 189 is our top speed, 3222 is our weight, 115.9, 115.6, and 115.2. So it looks like an even score around the markets, and 48,000 is going to be our price here. Digging this one. I like the front end styling. I like this one. Looks like I like the wheel combo as well. It flows pretty well. Looks good. Looks like another Canyon Cutter. Our Pegasus GT. It looks like another Canyon Cutter. Looks like another car that's going to be fun to drive here. 22.3, 381 horsepower, Boxer 4, rear Boxer 4, all-wheel drive setup. We got a little Porsche going on here. 6 seconds to 60, 178 for our top speed, 36.06 for our weight, 147.9, 136, and 132.9 for our markets. And it's going to cost us about 46,100 here. The Tippin A10HR by Anonymous. I don't think this person's really anonymous. I think I know whose car this is. Did a good job, but 25.7 miles per gallon, 415 horsepower, inline 5, front all setups, 3.5 to 60, 183 for our top speed, 28.94 for our weight, 84.6, 78.8, and 75.9 for our markets, and 44,300 is what's going to cost us here. This one's a bit unique. I ain't gonna lie. I'm digging the style though. I'm digging the uniquity, the uniqueness. It's not a word, uniquity. I don't know. Digging the uniqueness to this vehicle. Looks like another one that's fun to drive. Just really with this hatchback body as well. I'm especially liking the hatchback shape on this one. I don't know why, but I dig this one. The Hello Canyon Omega by Mailman. 34.5 miles per gallon. This is our first SUV in here. I'm surprised. Okay. 34.5 miles per gallon, which is impressive for an SUV with a V8 coming in at 417 horsepower. Front engine all-wheel drive, 4 seconds to 60. 182 top speed, 41.21 as far as our weight, 122.9, 113.2, and 103.4 for our market. It's going to cost us about 49,200. This one I'm impressed with, you know. This is like one of the vehicles that you can go pick up the kids from soccer practice, then you can zoom on to the grocery store, then just hit the highway and just smoke everybody. Really, shit. It looks like a fun SUV to drive. Getting a little some Cayenne vibes to it. I'm especially digging the front end, especially the lower grill area. It looks pretty good here with that wheel combo and with the color. That's a good color. And I'm telling you about colors because, you know, with the automation, and within automation, you can actually go into the color menu, you can go to the advanced menu and actually mix your own colors. And it's really good. It's really hard to pull off a good color to make it match with the vehicle. And looks like Mailman did it here. Looks good. The Baytos 35 B6 SV, 47.7 miles per gallon with a 338 horsepower Boxer 6. Rear wheel straight up, 3.6 seconds to 60, 186 for our top speed here, 28.41 for our weight, 115.8, 114.9, and 149.5. I cannot read today. Forgive me, guys. And 137.9 for our markets, and 43,400 is going to be our price here. Digging this one as well. Taking a closer look at it, let's see here. Yeah, I kind of like the front grille area. I'm especially digging the headlights as well. Looking the hood scoop right there. The side scoop, not hood scoop. Sorry. I'm digging this one. A lot of time went into this one. Artemis Ricciardo. Is that what I say it? The Artemis Ricciardo Straight Ale. I can't read today. I'm sorry, guys. 37.8 miles per gallon, 431 horsepower V8, mid-all setup, 3.5 seconds to 60, 182 for our top speed, 3,028 pounds, 144.9, 143.1, and 140.6 for our markets. It's going to cost about 48,800. And this one, you could tell a lot of time went into this one as well, because anyone who's going to do the interiors with the mod setup that you can download from Steam or other, if you're going to do the interiors, that's going to take a while. First, you got to fight the fittings. Second, you got to make sure that fittings installed correctly. The windows can be a pain in the ass as well, but it looks like Kangaroo pulled it off here. I'm especially digging the glow sticks in the headlights right there. It looks like a little sleek, mean look to it with those front scoops right there. I'm digging it. Looks good. All right, the Thistle PCC S2. Looks like we got another Canyon cutter here. 36.9 miles per gallon, a 407 horsepower Boxster 6 front all setup, 3.4 seconds to 60, 185 for our top speed, 27.59 for our weight, 160.6, 155.4, and 147.5 for our markets. It's going to cost us about 48,600. I'm especially liking this one as well. Looks like another fun car to toss around on the road and hit the curves with. The Aries S2. Oh, damn, I like this one. Okay, I see you. I see you, Shagazi. I see you. 50.5. That's a lot. That's a lot of miles a gallon out of a 411 horsepower inline five. Got a mid rear setup, 3.4 seconds to 60, 222 top speed, 2783, 133.4, 129.1, 125.2 as far as markets. It only costs us about 45,200. I like this one. I would buy it. I'm not gonna lie. I would buy it. Everything, in my own opinion, everything just flows perfectly on this car. Um, Especially digging the front end. Got those mirrors match as well. Got the hood scoop, the side scoops on the side. Got the single wiper. I like this car. It looks good. You did a good job. The Matsumoto Sonda GST, 31.6 miles per gallon, 422 horsepower, inline six, front all setup, 3.5 seconds to 60, 194 for our top speed, 3130 for our weight, 148, 145.3, and 139 for our markets. It's going to cost us about 44 even. And especially, I'm liking the old school look on this one as well. It reminds me of like an older, like the two-door Monte Carlos way back in like the 90s, with a little futuristic twist to it, with that yellow too. That's where it reminds me, and I'm totally digging it. I like the headlight design as well, with that grill. Looking at the spoiler, it's a good mix. It's a good, like a retro futuristic mix. And I'm totally appreciating this one as well. It looks good. The Ditto Type X, 22.3 miles per gallon, 409 horsepower V6, front all setup, 3.3 to 60, 162 top speed, 3140 for our weight here, 92.2, 86.3, and 84.7 for our markets, and 49,100 is going to cost us. This was impressive too. I love this body. You know, it looks like an older, like a Volkswagen Polo or Lupo or one of those things. With that front end, it kind of jives well with it. Especially liking the headlights on this one with that grill, with the slotted grill on it. It drives really well. I like it. With those wheels too, I'd drive it. Looks quick, dude. The MCL Mado TS, 27 miles per gallon, 320 horsepower, inline six. Front all setup, 4.4 to 60, 181 for our top speed, 3649 for our weight, 116.1, 111.3, 100 for the markets, and 49,600 is what it's going to cost us. This one looks really minimalist. It looks quick though. With those specifications, it sounds quick. The styling kind of reminds me of my own creation, the Legion 2.7. But you know, looking at this one, it look like he went with the more minimalist approach. I'm definitely appreciating it. It looks like a good car. It looks like a fun car to drive as well. The Montego VT3, 21.2 miles per gallon, 433 H6 rear setup, 3.9 to 60, 204 for our top speed, 3046 for our weight, 101.3, 100.6, and 100.5 for our markets, 4,000. 42,700 is going to be our price here. This one's has a little unique vibe to it. It kind of reminds me of a catfish for some reason, but not in a bad way. Kind of like in a creative way. Digging the pop-up headlights. That's one thing from the 90s that I do miss on sports cars are the pop-up headlights, especially on like a 240 SX or whatever. I kind of miss those, or the Miatas. Looking at from what I can see here as far as the front grill area, it looks like it flows pretty well. I'm digging the little vents on the side behind the door. It looks like a fast vehicle as well. And that's all the vehicles what we have at this moment. So stay tuned for further content here. We're going to be actually looking at what else for the vehicles. We're going to be looking at